Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector and Mythic Legionnaire. And in this segment of Mythic Legions showcasing and reviews, I'm showcasing the Mythic Legions from the Necronominus set, Maxillius the Harvester, basically the Grim Reaper looking guy out of the bunch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it the Necronominus line or Necronominus. I think it's Necronomicus line. Necronominus line. But yeah, here's what it says here. Before the Lord of Death appears, there is Maxillius the Harvester. Necronominus, or no, I'm sorry, Necronominus. Yeah, Necronominus comes forth to raise the dead and grow his army. And the harvester's job is to give his master fields of freshly reaped bodies to turn to his side. Maxillius is as unstoppable as the passage of time. He is a force of nature that cannot be reasoned with or slowed. He exists only to kill. Entire companies of knights have fallen at his feet as the harvester comes to reap. That's bars right there. A scythe in one hand and an hourglass swimming with the souls of his victims in the other. When you hear the rattling of the bones he wears upon his chest, you know the harvester is close. Well, yeah, I know I told you guys that I was more of a knights guy, but I have started to get into the wanting to do some deadites, make my own deadites. And the new line of stuff coming out makes for good looking deadites. You know what I'm saying? And by deadites, those who understand Army of Darkness knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I've taken them out of the package. It looks like the package was already kind of wrecked a little bit to begin with. Shame. Here he is. Looks like he's a skeleton body. Skeleton. And here we go. Yay. Here we go. Sweet. Ugh. Okay, so he's got his robe. Looks like a pretty good Grim Reaper. It's got that weird socketless skull kind of thing going on, but he has an alternate skull, and he's got his hourglass or lamp kind of thing. Trying to be careful because gosh knows how I messed up my Conan stuff not being careful. Just broke like it was nothing. All right. And then the rest of his get up is right here. All right, so he comes with this really awesome scythe, which is why I really wanted him. I was like, man, all them years I played Castlevania, this thing looks cool. And of course, he gets his bone thingy, his bling, bone bling. There you go, and it's got his pointers. You think, 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 think. Actually, the opposite. You. Yeah, nah, he's not going to be pointing at nothing because he's got one hand in his pocket and the other one's carrying a Reaper scythe. His hourglass. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this Morissette is very catchy in my high school year. Well, actually, it was my senior year, to be honest. But anywho, uh, yeah, the skeleton hands are a little bit tricksy to get to do. Jeez, yeah, figure it out. There you go. So now he's carrying his hourglass in one hand. He's got, well, he's basically a skeleton underneath a bunch of really cool robes, right? And just needs, well, I got to be careful because I'm trying to break him. But there you go. It does have a fife. Ugh. I'm not sure if starting from the bottom was a wise idea. Maybe from the top. Yeah. I think yeah, the top should have been better. This is a lot more tricksy to do. There you go. Bad bun scythe. But yeah, the problem with the bad bun scythe is that he just happens to have the handle right on the best spot. You know what I'm saying? Where he can, the sweet spot of holding and touching the ground. You know what I mean? That sweet spot. Mm. Yeah, his joints are stiff. I might have to warm them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If he's anything like them skeletons, like y'all saw me with the skeleton videos that I did with the graveyard builder, the graveyard skeletons. Yeah, they're just different. They're stiff as a board. All right. Yeah, I think it looks great. Just a matter of wielding it, making it look more wieldily. But yeah, let me bring him down so y'all can see his full glory and majesty of the line. So yeah, I got him because again, I figured that he'd be the leader of the bunch of um, skeletons that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? More skeletons than I can, some Jason and the Argonauts kind of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your boy Coco is about that Deadite life now. Just need drummers in the band. Yeah, he looks good. You just gotta, I mean, underneath all of that really is a skeleton body, allegedly. And, because the joints are kind of stiff right now, it's just hard to maneuver it, right? But with enough heat applied, it'll all start to work. But in case you're not convinced, let's look at him, see? Underneath his robe is a skeleton body. And the pauldrons that he's got kind of fleshy with wings. Got them Stratos like chicken wings. Except Stratos' wings were huge. Well, Zenithon? Zenithon. But y'all know what I meant. The Stratos. Look alike. Yeah. The homage. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys like? Do you guys like his blind head or his socketless head or the ones with the sockets. I personally don't want to give them sockets for now because it just makes the skeletons look better. Like make him more special because he don't got eyes. Just he just knows things. You know what I'm saying? It's a even creepier to see a skull with no gosh dang socket. Like, dude, what kind of weirdo skeleton are you with no eye sockets? You know what I'm saying? It's very jarring. You know? But yeah, final thoughts on this. It is what it is. It's a skeleton with really neat robes and some other doodads. I love the scythe. If you guys don't, you guys could make a perfect Grim Reaper without just removing everything else and keeping the robes on. So that's a win. This is a good fig just for that alone. If you wanted to make your own Grim Reaper figure on budgets, this is what's up, especially to match with the rest of the legions and stuff. So yeah, make him and Krampus hang out. But yeah, all right, folks, that's all I got for this segment of Mythic Legions, the Necronominus Maxillius, the Harvester edition. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Mythic Legionnaire and Casual Collector. And until the next video, folks, ciao!